Hi, this is Beacon Journal Browns beat writer Nate Ulrich here in Berea. The Browns are getting ready to play their third preseason game, the dress rehearsal as they call it, Saturday night at Tampa Bay. Coach Mike Pettin said today that he thinks the starters will go a half. He and the staff are going to meet to find out and decide whether they want some of those starters to go into the second half, play some of the third quarter. But we can at least expect to see upwards of a half from almost everybody who's going to be a first-team player on offense and defense. Real quick, the things to look for. I think Josh McCown, the projected starting quarterback, who's almost certainly going to be the starting quarterback week one against the New York Jets. You want to see him play well, bounce back. He threw 2 interceptions in the second preseason game against the Buffalo Bills last week. So just, to get some positive momentum, I think would be a good thing for his mindset, for the outlook of the offense and everything. Because, again, the starters might not play in that preseason finale at Chicago next week. Starters typically rest in the finale. Another thing to look for on offense is the offensive line. This is a really good group on paper. There are very high expectations for them, but I think they're still trying to adjust to new offensive coordinator John DeFilippo's blocking scheme, which is incorporating parts of Kyle Shanahan's scheme last year with the outside zone blocking, but also a gap scheme blocking system. So they're doing a new mix of things up there on the offensive line up front. And they're going to have a good test with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive line. Defensive tackle Gerald McCoy is one of the best in the business. So it's going to be really interesting to see if the offensive line can have a good outing with a quality trial run in front of it Saturday at Tampa. On defense, I would look for how is the secondary, another highly touted group, going to perform now that they are expected to get some key guys back. Pro Bowler Tashawn Gibson, the starting free safety, and of course Pro Bowl cornerback Joe Hayden had been out with injuries. Hayden with a hamstring, Gibson with a calf for a long time for missing significant time of training camp. Mike Pettin said today that he expects both of them to be back Saturday against the Bucs. They did practice today and yesterday. Joe Hayden says he's looking forward to playing. So keep an eye on the secondary, keep an eye on those guys, and we'll see how the unit does against, of course, number 1 overall pick, quarterback Jameis Winston. Thanks for watching. Keep checking for updates on Ohio.com.